Hey there guys, what's up? I hope you guys are having a great day, and today we're going to be taking a look at a brand new Xuja model kit. Yes, we finally got the J-20, just arrived today in the mail. Unfortunately, it didn't arrive in the greatest of condition. Now this came all the way from Temu, from China. Yeah, I bought it from Temu, and it's just a shame though, the box is a little beat up, but that's okay. But the parts, I've already inspected the contents inside to make sure there's no damages before I start the video. Everything's intact, so that's okay. It's just a box, so that's not a problem. Now, typical with Temu, when you buy something from them, they will not bubble wrap it. They will just put them in the flyer, like you always see with my Temu Aviamuse airplane unboxings. They just put them in plastic baggy flyers, no bubble wrap whatsoever, or a cardboard box to protect the item, as you see. So, it's just a shame. You gotta place an order according to your own risk. That's exactly what I did here, so I will not even recommend buying it from Temu, guys, but I did it because Temu is the only online site that sells this brand new updated Xuja models. But Shopee Malaysia, which normally I buy these Xuja models from, they don't have this brand new Xuja jets yet, including the F-18, which just came out. So it's just a shame, but no worries. I've also bought the F-18 from Temu, and I'm just worried that it's gonna end up like this with a ruined box, but oh well. It's okay, as long as the model's intact, that's fantastic, but the box is just a minor issue here. But I always love collecting the boxes because they're just fantastic to collect, and plus you can keep the boxes for future references, you know. So enough with all that, let's get right into the item itself here. It's a very nice looking box as usual. You know, I love what they did with the artwork here. It says stealth on one side. There's J-20 with Chinese characters on it. This is the Chinese release and not the English release. So, but we practically get sort of like a brick built system here because practically that's what it is. And so this is not the first J-20 model that Xuja just released. This is the second version they've released with updated landing gears, guys. Yes, the reason why I bought this is because it's got the updated landing gear and it's got the correct proportions, because the original J-20 had a very shortened fuselage, and the dimensions doesn't look right. The colors didn't even look right. Plus it had these very thick landing gears like we get with the Su-35, like this one here. You look at those landing gears, guys, and you compare it with the model that you see on the box. There's a very big departure there, guys. So I'm guessing this is going to be an awesome one. So there's lots of moving parts here, as you can see here. Moving canopies, rolling wheels, moving canards, even the tail at the back can be moved. Yes, these are posable as well. And it looks like we've got opening bomb bay doors. The bomb bay doors have the ability to open up, and the landing gear doors, those are awesome. At least those can be opened, but I don't know about retracting gears on this one. I don't believe the gears can be retracted, but nonetheless, it's so awesome. Okay, that's the beat up section of the box, guys, and there's the airplane from the top, and there's the plane from the back. Side view, not much going on. All right, so without further ado, guys, let's get this box opened up and let's just see the contents. Okay. All right. Like I said before, I've already inspected the contents, so let's just bring them all out. Okay. Let's just dump it all out. There we go. Okay, so before we check out the parts, let's just take a look at the brand new instruction manual that we have here. J-20 stealth fighter. This is China's 5th generation fighter jet, built to compete with the Su-57 from Russia, and of course the F-35 Lightning II. So this is actually a very cool looking jet. There's the instructions here. So yeah, so we've got about 8 steps of instruction manual, 8 steps to build. So that's actually pretty cool. So without further ado, guys, let's get all the parts sorted out, and then we can start building. Okay guys, you can see here we laid all the pieces out. So right now we're gonna start building this jet. So I'm gonna bring my son Ben and we're gonna start building it. So let's get right into it. Okay guys, so here's the finished J-20 model. This is a fantastic build. Me and Ben, we struggle a little with the build, especially by putting the missiles inside the belly area here. They are very, very hard to put together, including certain parts here, the fuselage, the nose cone. They were very, very hard. You had to apply lots of force with it, so I had to help Ben out by, pressing all the pieces in there. But nonetheless, it is a fantastic model, guys. It is very, very good. It's a good thing I bought this version rather than the first J-20. When I saw the first version, I was like, nah, it didn't look that good. The colors didn't look right. But this one, it had proper dimensions, it had the proper look. And look at those brand new landing gears, guys. Those are a big improvement. Thank God Xuja kept their word by giving us proper gears for these jets. And these are the first two models that I've heard of. The J-20 and the F-18, which is a brand new model, which is coming out shortly. I'll be getting that model in the next 3 to 4 days from now. So this is going to be cool. I'll be doing an unboxing video for the F-18 as well very, very soon. And this is not too bad, guys. This is a very nice model. But off the bat, there are some issues with this model as well. I mean, there's bound to be QC issues with these kits, especially the built in China. So I've got slight boo-boo off the bat right here. Especially on the side of the engine here on the fuselage, there's a scratch there, which is very unfortunate. So we're just gonna have to pretend this is sort of a battle damage or something like that. So just gonna have to, well, if I can ignore that, but no worries. But Ben will be playing with this one anyway at the end of the video. So this is cool. Not too bad, guys. This is a very nice looking jet. Love the colors on this one. The camouflage pattern looks awesome. The paint is painted in this sort of very bright silver, matte silver finished. Yeah, it's not gray, it's sort of a silver. Now if I bring the plane closer to the camera, you can clearly tell it has this sort of shiny paint application to it. It's almost silver. Yes, it's sort of a flat silver. Nonetheless, it looks pretty cool, guys. So let's just check out the details from the front first. Okay, especially with that nose. Wow, look at that nose cone, guys. I mean, the Chinese have really they've really outdone their fighter jets, guys. I mean, this is one of those latest 5th generation fighters. The Chinese certainly knows how to make fighter jets now. It looks so sharp. It's almost like an eagle. Love the nose. Love the sharp ends, sharp design on it. It's got some pretty good details, got some lines in there. Okay, there's a little paint application right there, that little triangle pattern there. If I just tilt it to the right side, then you can clearly see it. It's the same thing on the other side there. Okay, so the canopy has got some very interesting details in there. Not sure what those are. And the paint and the canopy, of course, is painted. We've got this nice gray line going over there. Got some nice outlines there for the canopy. And as usual, with these Xuja models, the canopy can be opened up. Now it's tight on mine, very nice and tight, so it doesn't fall back down. There's your seat in there, very standard. This is like a gunmetal gray color cockpit canopy interior. Very basic. Pretty much the same like we get with all the other Xujas. Very basic, but this canopy is a very nice big improvement. And moving down from the lower part of the canopy here, we've got some 3 yellow details here. Got a little panel here. Got a slight gray paint there. There's another detail here on the bottom of the nose. Not really sure what that is. Okay, now we're working down to the landing gear section. Now this section here can be... Now this part of the landing gear here, this is the best part of the model, guys. Now the gear hasn't got the ability to retract, but what you can do, these gears you can actually remove. These are removable. You can actually remove these, but you got to be very careful though. There you go. You can remove these gears if you want these plain and flight position. You can just close the landing gear trap door right, that just like that. You see, you can just close that door up. It's very tight though. Now the door, I noticed the landing gear doors, especially these doors, they're all pre-applied. Even the Bombay doors, these are all pre-applied to the model. They're already snapped in place. According to the instructions, you have to manually insert them. As you can see here, look at sections 1. You can clearly tell there's a door piece that you have to put on, and right here on the rest of the model, you can clearly tell it. Sorry, hang on a second. I think it's there. There we go. There's the Bombay doors. You have to manually put them in place, including the double doors for the rear landing gears. They have to be put in manually as well. But otherwise, I don't know. It's a great thing that Xuja has the factory workers pre-applied these parts for you, so that's not too bad. So let's just put this landing gear back in there, put it back in place. It's a little tight. At least they're not very, very loose, so they don't fall apart on you over time. Okay, so let's just check out the details here. That's a very nice side engine. Okay, the engine intake detail is very basic. Not much going on in there. It's just a hollowed interior. Okay, and then looking on the outside, we got the canards here. Yeah, these are your side canards. These canards can be moved. Yeah, they can go up and down, but they don't actually go up and down quite a lot, guys. They have very limited movements. You can only put them down like this. Yeah, very limited movement, I'm afraid. So they can go up just like this or like that. So very limited movements there. No worries. And then moving down, we got our rear landing gears, and these doors can be shut as well, as you can see here. So let me just take out one of these so I can show you guys. Here you go. Those are the 2 little inserts, and the door, you can just close that right in. Now you can hear that loud click sound. Now if you want to open this landing gear up again, you just have to use your fingernails and carefully pop it back open, and then put your landing gears back inside. Now these rear landing gears, they're very easy to pop back in, but you just have to wriggle them ever so slightly, then you can get them back in place. So there's the Bombay door at the bottom here. So let's just open this. There we go. These are very tight as well. These are very nice and tight, and these are the missiles. There are 6 of them at the bottom there. Very difficult to put them in there, actually. Very fiddly, especially with these Bombay doors attached in place. That's why we had a hard time putting these in. But nonetheless, we didn't want to break open the doors and then put them back on later on, but because we fear that you know, that it will lose its tightness if we pull them apart. So it's best to leave them in place. Nonetheless, it's pretty good, guys. I mean, it's so tight, especially when you close this back up. I mean, let's just do that one more time, guys. Let's just open this, okay? And then just close it back, just like that. It's very, very tight, guys. It's really super tight, especially when you put this back together. So at least when you flip the plane like this, it doesn't swing back open on you. All right, so there's the bottom, the rear engine. It's got a lot of sharp, sort of F-22 Raptor-ish looking detail here. Wow, so much panel lines going on over here. Lots of sharp angles here. There's the fitting for the display stand. Those are the 2 extra fins that comes at the bottom here. And there's your engines, the engine nozzle. Sorry about that. Let me just zoom in on that. There we go. Got some pretty good details in there. Xuja has always done brilliant jobs with their engine nozzle intake details. That's actually very cool. And now looking at the plane's vertical stabilizer, there's 2 of them here. These fins, 78232. There's your camouflage detail, a couple of yellow lines there, this sort of lighter gray color. Now these fins can be rotated, guys. These have the ability to move. So let me just clear the screen just for a sec and let's just test that out. There we go. Yeah, these can turn ever so slightly, just like that. Okay, and you can just turn them back like that. There we go. These have the ability to turn, guys. Very, very nice. Nice little subtle detail they added on. That is so cool. All right. So we got your Chinese Air Force logo on the upper wing. There's your red nav light there, and a couple of more yellow lines. There's your green nav lights, 2 more yellow lines there. And another Chinese Air Force logo. That is so cool. Not much going on the bottom here though. They should have added on some colors here for the nav lights, but they didn't. They left that out. They just painted the top part. And there you have it. There is the J-20, guys. This is such a very nice looking jet. At least we've got some very nice moving pieces here. And the option to display the model in flight mode or in landing mode. But of course, for me, I've always preferred it with landing gears on. So, okay, to see it in flight mode, let's just try and see if we can remove these landing gears. Okay, all right. Let's just remove these landing gears. Let's remove all 3 of them. And let's just shut the doors. And let's put it on the display stand so we can see it in landing mode. All right, just like that. There we go. Got all the doors shut now. There's your jet without landing gears. Let's put them on the display stand here like that. There we go. They just connect in like that. Let's just move the extra fin out of the way. And there you go. There is the plane. There's the plane on his landing gear, on his stand, sorry. There we go. Very, very nice. Not too bad. Let's get it all in frame here. I mean, that is so cool, guys. Really. The front of the jet looks awesome, guys. It has a very sharp angle of attack. It has the sharp angle here. That is so cool. I mean, the Chinese has really knocked this one out of the park. They've really built great jets here, but unfortunately it's top secret, this jet. We don't even know its performance. We've only seen videos of it in air shows in China. Wow. Awesome, guys. Really, really awesome. So now let's just put the landing gears back on. So here's the jet with the landing gears back on, and it looks fantastic, guys. I really like it like this with the landing gears on and on this display stand. It looks very, very elegant. It is a very sharp looking fighter jet, guys. I mean, the Chinese has really knocked this one out of the park with their 5th generation fighters, and I can't wait to see more of this jet in action in the future, especially if it comes for air shows and whatnot. But I'm not really sure whether it will come to Malaysia for an air show in the future, but if it does, it'll be fantastic. But nonetheless, here it is. So we got a model of it, a proper version of proper model, and this is a very nice model, guys. I highly recommend getting this one. So at the moment, you can only get this off Temu. But I'm not sure about Amazon or any other shopping websites. But if you ever see this version, go grab it while you can, guys. But make sure where to look out for this. Now on Temu, it doesn't say Xuja. They don't use the Xuja brand on Temu. But you got to look out for the shape of the airplane. If it looks like this, with these kind of landing gears, you have to spot. If you guys are shopping on Temu, look out for the landing gear that looks like this. If it looks like this, these type of landing gears with this type of stand, you know, and this particular color, then grab it. All right, but I will still leave a link for you guys down below in the description so you guys can check it out for yourselves. This is a fantastic model all around. Very, very nice, guys. So there you have it, guys. Till then, I will make another Xuja video in the next 3 to 4 days time until I get my F-18 Hornet, which is also going to be an awesome one. That's a brand new model with new gears as well. So we can't wait to get that model. So that's it for today. Hope you guys have a great one. Like this video, guys, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Xuja unboxing and build video. Feel free to subscribe. And I'll see you guys again next time, guys, for more Xuja airplane model unboxing and build. So till then, guys, you have a great one, and I'll see you guys in the next video real soon.